All the glitz and glamour of the opening night of a film in the West End. The limos, the red carpet, the paparazzi, crowds of onlookers, and of course the distinguished guests and stars of the show. This, however, is no big-budget film premiere. This is far more special. It's the Frank Wise School Christmas show. They hope it's all over. It's a celebration of 9 great sporting moments. The children of this Oxfordshire special school have called on some of the greatest names in sport for their film. Names like Frankie Dettori and the legendary Sir Bobby Charlton.
Historically, our school has never gone down the nativity route at Christmas. We always do things like Star Wars or Titanic and things like that. Generally live productions, but we've made 2 films previously and they've gone down very successfully, and we've got increasingly ambitious with them. So this year we approached the local cinema and wanted to see if they could host the actual premiere of the film so that we could get the entire school and parents and friends all into the venue in one go.
Every film needs an executive producer. Step forward, Deputy Head Sean O'Sullivan. It's his job to pull all the threads together to keep staff and students on target and hit the December deadline.
It's going to be a sequence of different sporting moments, each linked with a kind of talking heads bit in between, talking about, well, that was a great sporting event, and what about this one? And so we felt that sport was a good vehicle for the children to have lots of different experiences and to be involved fully in the recreation of these events and to, in a sense, put their own little take on how it might have been.
We're a special school. We've got 98 pupils on roll, aged between 2 and 16, so it's a very wide age range. Most of the children here have got significant learning difficulties, and a number of children have got quite profound multiple learning disabilities as well. I think one of the ethoses of the school has always been that we like to do things that are exciting, that have a buzz for the kids. And we have done similar sorts of projects in the past, not quite on the scale that we've done for this one. And I think schools can also get into a sort of a routine of doing certain things at certain times of the year, and we try and avoid that.
If Rory could work with Stephen, Allington and Lewis, is that okay? Get some programmes done?
Good planning and research are the key to every good film, and it's no different at Frank Wise School. The idea is that each year group will take responsibility for one of the 9 featured famous moments in sport. This group is going to recreate perhaps the most iconic moment in English football history.
We're the 9th family group, so we're the very senior end of our school. We're usually 14 to 16 is the age range of the students, with a wide range of abilities. We're really trying to recreate in our class the '66 World Cup and our famous victory against the Germans. If you use the mouse, you're going to need to move it along to this blue piece here. Well, in terms of the ability group, it is so wide and so varied that an opportunity to do a film like this really draws together a range of skills. And poses many problems in many ways, because obviously trying to film a football match with students in wheelchairs can be quite tricky, but in the imaginative way that we try and bring it to the students and within the students' own ideas and of watching the film, they suggest a variety of ways in how they feel they can take on the roles of goalkeepers, linesmen, managers, and all that kind of thing. So we had quite a lot of scope, and between them the students really decided which role they would take individually and how that would best suit the skills they have. So some of the jokier characters decided to take on the role of the Russian linesman and the disputed goal, and others of the more dominant decided to take on the role of captain of the team and leading them out and so forth. So they kind of pitched it quite well. Well done.
But it's not just down to the older groups. Everyone's getting stuck in. One group is tackling the conquest of Everest. Another is planning to cover the 4-minute mile. Even the youngest children are involved.
The event that we've been given to cover is Frankie Dettori's magnificent 7 victories at Ascot. And after a bit of creative thinking initially, when we've been given our subject and working out how we could get very, very tiny children and very, very large horses involved, we came up with the idea of having hobby horses for the children to ride. We approached Stratford Racecourse, who have been fantastically cooperative, and it all sort of went from there, really. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. Can you do a spider? Like that, Lauren? This is the assessment nursery, and children can come to us from 2 to 5. They don't all necessarily stay on into the rest of the school. Some children will be sent from here to start at mainstream school when they're 5. We also have links with an integrated nursery, which most of the children attend between their 4th and 5th birthdays. So we're an assessment channel, really, for all the children that come. All the children that come have been referred because they've been identified as having some type of difficulty which needs further investigation, really, and help.
World Cup 66, take 1.
This is just an impromptu. This is going to be one of the outtakes.
As if making the film wasn't enough, the school's putting the whole process in a video diary.
So Bobby Charlton, this is my class, all the way from Banbury. Come on now, don't be shy.
Banbury, I've been to Banbury before.
Have you?
Yeah.
You played on the hallowed turf at Banbury United?
Yeah, Banbury Cross, I've been across there. Yeah.
Look at that,
yeah.
Look at that.
Right.
I think beyond meeting Bobby Charlton at Old Trafford on the day of the filming, I think seeing the enjoyment that the students got out of taking part in such a dynamic project to begin with, and then in terms of realising their potential in meeting, celebrities and taking in the surroundings of Old Trafford and how grand it was, and they really weren't fazed.
This is the place.
That's it, hold it there. The main obstacles really that we've had to overcome is incorporating the students that have, physical limitations on top of the kind of educational difficulties, and enabling them to follow a script, to act out a role, and so on at the right time, not just any old how and hoping we've got enough film left. We really had quite tight times when we got to Old Trafford, action, cut, we need to get it done, and they managed to overcome the schedule and really deliver what was some quite interesting footage, and I couldn't really have planned for it to work out any better, really.
This is the best place to play football in the whole world. Really, the whole world. Every player loves to play here. They do, and they always play their best here. Right?
Because of our children having such a wide range of special needs, the opportunity to take their classroom work out and about reinvigorates things. It doesn't mean that they can't learn in the classroom by any means, but when they go out and about, suddenly all the things they're learning, whether it be about simple communication, possibly even movement, walking, and such activities that some of our children, are in the process of learning, they don't come to it automatically. All these kinds of tasks can also be put into a context like the filming of a contribution to this big film.
Keep you out of the rain.
This gives them a whole new boost to everything. They're excited, they're going out somewhere new, and it is a totally different environment for them to practice everyday skills.
Team line up here.
Yeah, come on!
Yes, I think we are ambitious as a school to make sure that all our kids have experiences, perhaps even beyond what children in other schools might get, because I do think kids who've got disabilities often don't get the same opportunities, and we want to make sure that they not only get at least as much, but actually more.
Frankie Dettori, take 2.
Meanwhile, Yvette's assessment group has come to Stratford-on-Avon Racecourse. It's the ideal location for the filming of the Frankie Dettori sequence.
From the children's point of view, their major involvement has actually been doing the activities and being filmed. At this age, obviously, the awareness that they have of that process varies greatly. Some of them were just happy to be on the camera. Others were oblivious that the cameras were there, just having a good time.
Another thing that fits into the ethos of the school is including all the children in all the projects and all the work that we do. We don't do work that is only for perhaps children who are more able. So this is something that we've been able to include all the children in the school. They've all been involved, they're all enjoying it, and they'll all see, of course, the end result, so they're very motivated by it.
We'll just wait for this to copy, and then I'm going to ask some of you guys to come and take the hot seat and be responsible for editing down some of those clips.
Once the film is in the can, the final part of the process can begin. Editing's being shared between 3 year groups.
Pushing me down?
That's right, okay. That's right. That's exactly what's happening. You're going to try and stop him. Here you are. Saying stop, but he doesn't.
Okay, so if we look at this one, look, Andre. There's no writing on this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some writing on to help explain what's going on in the story, okay?
Joanne, do you want to click somewhere towards the bottom? Just anywhere down at the bottom, not on there, actually on the piece right at the bottom of the screen.
Here.
Maybe just up a little bit more. Well, I think generally, just as an experience, I really don't think we can quite underestimate what the kids get out of being taken to Old Trafford, to get on the pitch at Manchester United, to meet the likes of Sir Bobby Charlton. And then on top of that, there's the academic achievement of being able to take responsibility for some of the filming, to have a hand in the editing, to incorporate sound and make decisions really on an end product, which I think they can all be proud of, as well as the school as a whole, but definitely the students as individuals.
But how will the audience react? That's the acid test for any movie. Will it be a smash hit or go straight to DVD? They're about to find out.
Welcome to the Frank Wise race meeting. Ascot, fantastic day you're going to have. Great to be here. Great that you're here as well.
Mickey's girl is 2 lengths away in third, and Little Poppin is in last of the 4. Inside the final 2 furlongs down running. It's running fence and Blue Jack. It's running fence and Blue Jack. It's a moment of run. Mickey's girl is third, and Little Poppin back in 4.
Absolutely excellent, marvellous, so many happy faces.
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I mean, my son Lewis was in it, he went to Manchester United, and I was really impressed with the work and the effort that's gone in. I mean, it was amazing.
Brilliant, beyond our wildest dreams. We've had the whole town turn out for a fantastic day, so I think it's really been worth all the hard effort that everyone's put in.